Welcome to the breakdown with Jay Nell, where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown.
Welcome to the breakdown with Jay Nell. I'm Jay,
And I'm L.
and today, guys, we'll give you a little recap of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Then
Let's
we'll talk
go.
about Game 4, and then we got some NFL news for you. But before we get started, how's your week, Ill?
Man, my week was good, man. I can complain. A lot of hard work, a lot of individuals doing stuff. It was a long day. We had a long week.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Um, Long week for me as well. Uh, a lot of people coming into my house. We just got a garage fixed last week, um, and security system. But this week we had a tree on the branches, and I made out the tree get snapped, and there's a big old branch, so I couldn't move it on myself. So I had to call this tree removing company to come and remove it and trim up my tree. But now that's taken care of. So just just dealing with life in general. It can be
Question.
stressful sometimes. Things happen.
Question. You can get the random question out. Why they call you co-host?
No, like that. Like if I showed you a picture of it, that thing like it's huge.
Oh, it was when a big old log. Like,
Yeah, and
oh,
it wasn't fully snapped. It was like hanging.
okay,
So
gotcha, gotcha.
yeah, yep. But other than that, had a good week. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers too. It's Father's Day weekend.
Happy Father's Day weekend, y'all.
Yep. So trying to see what I'm gonna have in store for that. I don't know what my wife's gonna do for me, but I know she has something.
I don't know either. Your guess is good as mine, fam.
All right, let's get into these NBA finals. The Indiana Pacers won 116 and 107. What was your thoughts about the game, or some takeaway from the game?
Tyler Hero is him. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton is him. Not Tyler Hero, my bad, fam.
I'm about to say,
Uh,
what is Tyler Hero still playing for the Pacers?
People aren't giving the Pacers enough credit. Like, as you know that's what I'm going for this year since my team's out. And why are you going for OKC? I have no clue. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, I think let Indiana come through it and get that bag off. Let them go ahead.
Yeah,
And if you start out strong and you finish strong, it makes it easier to win.
yeah. They had high energy and effort on both sides, offense and defense. And I think just simply outplaying OKC. Like SGA was tired. You can see how he was moving around out there. He was tired. They were wearing him down. But it was a good game by the Pacers, and a good game from one of Halliburton's supporting cast. Ben Mathurin had 27 points off the bench. That's the most points off the bench for a player in NBA history since Jason Terry did it in 2011 when the Mavericks won the finals. So he had a big game. Halliburton, he had a good game too, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists. And the Pacers, they got their first win at home in the finals since 2000.
That's good. Very proud of them.
Yep.
I got a question for you though. Did you see Reggie Miller's fit?
Yeah.
I, I like that. Patient royalty.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nah,
he was looking nice. Yep.
it was.
All right. So I have a question for you. With this loss, are OKC considered chokers?
No. Why would they be considered chokers?
They you have big leads on these games and they be letting the person come back.
Oh, nah. I mean, that's just typical basketball, though. I wouldn't say they're chokers, but they definitely, it's a part of basketball. But teams go up on big runs all the time, and it get dwindled down. So that's nothing new. It's just because of who it is that they want to make it a big thing, but that happens every time. And you're playing a team that's built on doing that. They may lose the game, but it'll be a close game without it being a blowout. Minus game two, that was a blowout. But majority of the time, it's gonna be a close game. Maybe like they may be up 15, but they could lose by 4 or 5 points. You know what I mean? Or two to 3 points. But you want a high scoring game. If the game was a low scoring game, would nobody care? I mean, they would care because it's the finals, but point wise, they would be like, "Oh God, okay, all right." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
All right. What's
You
up?
feel like this finals was underrated?
Oh yeah, it's definitely underrated. Like I've been mentioning, nobody expected this to be the final matchup. Nobody think the Pacers were gonna make it this far into the finals. Yeah, it was really good too. Like Pacers are playing to the level of OKC and better than OKC. So
Got you.
yep. But a few stats from this game: Thunder they had 17 turnovers. Pacers had 11 blocks and 13 steals. So yeah, Pacers really turned it up defensively. But I think the one play that I think kind of like was that sealed it for them. Well, a couple of plays was Miles Turner when Jay Holmgren was about to shoot a three. Miles Turner he blocked it, and then Chet tried to score on the inside in the paint, and then Miles Turner blocked him again. So like that was like the turning point of the game right there. There was like 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
I think that felt a lot of resilience, right? Like, okay, yeah, I blocked it once, but you got it back, so I'm gonna block it again, just to make sure that you know it ain't no easy points up in here.
Yeah, Miles Turner was not letting him. He was locking him down. I was like, dang. But Miles Turner, he's always been an underrated defender.
He is.
A few more questions, moving to NFL talk. So game four is tonight. Do you believe when the Pacers win, this series is over?
Yeah. If the Pacers win, they go to 3-1. Heck yeah. They're not gonna play around with Oklahoma City. Like they don't want to take that thing to the house.
Man, they beat the Thunder in 5 games. That'd be crazy.
And I'll be able to rub it in into some coworkers' faces. I want them. I really do want them boys to win. Like, um, I had talked with a coworker, and he was like, "Oh, I'm going for OKC." I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Cause they got the MVP." I was like, "Yeah, that's true, but you have to realize that Indiana is built differently. they not know they built to come back. Like all of that them playing from behind, all this kind of like this whole series, like this whole playoff run that they've had, like it gave them confidence. And to see Halliburton rise to the occasion and Siakam rise to the occasion and everybody they have on their squad like rise up to it's proving them something. And I want to see what a Pacers ring gonna look like. Okay, I hear you now.
Again,
Yeah.
all right. I had to change out my mic. My mic went out.
Oh, okay. Did you catch my last part where I said that I wanted to see a Pacers?
You said what?
Did you catch my last part where I said that I want to see what a Pacers ring would look like?
Sorry about that, y'all. Technical difficulties. um. Oh yeah, I asked you. I said, do you believe Rick Carlisle would be? You said, do you think Rick Carlisle would be a Hall of Fame coach with a Finals win?
So he has what, two rings? Or well, he don't know. He has one with Dallas, and he on the verge of getting another one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call him a Hall of Famer. I don't know all what his records are. Has he had a great record in the playoffs? Like overall?
That's something I have to do some research on. I don't know for sure.
Okay, well, for now, I'm not sure.
I would say, he is just because what he's able to do with the Pacers. Like I said, nobody came into the start of the season. Nobody came into the start of the playoffs thinking that Indiana's gonna make it to the finals. So they're right there. That's already an accomplishment. He got them
Hmm.
to the finals, and if they win, they beat the overall favorite, which is OKC, and they have the MVP of the league on their roster. And yeah, I think he's done enough to get a spot in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, you could be right. Well, you are right in the sense of like this season. But as far as he is concerned, yeah, you could be right.
And the Pacers run is kind of similar to the Mavericks run when we won in 2011. Like nobody did think the Mavericks
Yeah,
were going to the
yeah.
finals.
Nobody expected them to beat LA and all of that good stuff.
Yep. So the Pacers had a nice run to the finals. Hey, this is my last question, and we can move over to NFL. Can OKC match Indiana's intensity?
They are going to have no choice but to. If they want to make this a season, I mean a series, they ain't got a choice but to match the energy
Yeah.
because you don't want to go down 3-1. There's only been one team to come back from a 3-1 deficit. I really don't like that team. They
Why
hurt
you
my
don't
heart.
like them?
Huh?
I said, why you don't like them?
Because they hurt my heart. I cried that year. You were there. I cried that year, bro. Like, that hurt my heart. I was like, no. No. I still have flashbacks.
Oh man, that's crazy.
We were supposed to go. Oh.
Oh,
They wouldn't do what
oh,
the Mavericks did, though. So we like, I mean, we did so horrible, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Get to the NFL talk, guys. Damn it.
All right. Who do you win the game for before we move to NFL?
Indiana.
Yeah, I think they're gonna win tonight too. I think it's over for OKC. They look they look demoralized on the other night. So
That's not good.
yeah. All right, let's move over to the NFL talk. Some NFL mini camp started this week for most of the NFL, and we have a few talking points that we're going to discuss with a few teams that started their mini camps. So first, we're going to talk about Cincinnati Bengals. Man, we're going to talk about Trey Hendrickson and Shamar Stewart. They both skipped mini camp. What are your thoughts about that?
That is wild, man. That whole situation in Cincinnati is wild. How both of your current defensive star and your quote unquote future defensive star, both of them don't have a contract done. I can understand why Trey Hendricks doesn't have one, but why is it taking so long for you to have one for Shamar? That should have been easy. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's not
I
looking good for Cincinnati.
I was looking. I had seen something where they said he could miss out like the entire season and redraft, like reclassify.
Yeah, I thought it too. I was like, man, that's crazy.
That would be unprecedented. Like I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I think that'll be the first time that's happened.
I thought it would have happened with Michael Crabtree that year. The way things were going with them,
Oh
but
yeah,
reclassified. That's crazy. What
yeah.
does that say about the Cincinnati Bengals as an organization?
It's a bad look. And it to me it comes off as you don't want to put in resources and money into the defensive side of football because you took care of all your offensive players: Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, even the tight end Mike Gesicki. You took care of those guys. You can't take care of your best player on defense and Trey Hendrickson. You can't take care of your first round draft pick. So it's like, what are you doing here? And I think one of the two things is going to happen. I think the Shamar Stewart thing, I think that's going to get resolved. But I think the Trey Hendrickson contract discussions, I don't think it's going to go too well. And I think it's going to end in him getting traded. So,
Yeah, I think he's kind of tired of Cincinnati. Like
yeah.
he likes the coworkers, but I think he's tired of the contract negotiations, and it shouldn't take as long as it has been. So he's definitely ready to go. I think so at least.
And this dude is very underrated as a pass rusher. I think, yeah, last season he led the league in sacks, 17 and a half. And he led the league in sacks in, I think, 2023 with 17 and a half. So two out of the 3 years, these 3 past years, he's been leading the league in sacks. So you don't you don't take care of the guy. You show you he can play. He's one of the best at his position. Like, why you just don't give him what he wants?
They might not have the money to allocate it like that. That's
True,
what it sounds like. It sounds like they just don't have the money for it.
they don't, but it's kind of their fault. They didn't prioritize him.
Yeah, they overpaid for T Higgins when you could have traded T Higgins and gotten a decent draft pick out the ordeal, and still use that same draft pick to pick up a younger receiver. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yep, that's what I would have done. I think T
Yeah,
Higgins getting like top 5 receiver money. He is
Yeah,
good, but he's not top five.
you could have easily got a second, two second round, a second round, and a third round pick for him. That gives you two chances to draft a solid receiver. And the way that this class of receivers were were toted, you had you had plenty of receivers.
Yeah. Don't know what's going on in Cincinnati. And they released their starting linebacker too. So I don't know what's going on with that.
They just going through it right now, man. They just having a mental collapse.
Yeah. But y'all let us know what y'all think about this situation in Cincinnati. We're gonna move over to Pittsburgh now. Steelers, uh, top pass rusher, one of the best pass rushers in the league. T.J. Watt. He also skipped minicamp.
That to me is wild. Like you get Aaron Rodgers, but you don't pay your defensive star player. Why? Like why is that? Like what's wrong with these teams right now? They don't like. Do they care? Do they not have the amount of money to allocate it? And if that's the case, find ways to restructure some contracts.
Yeah, it's poor money management. I think for these teams, like they'll go out and make like an all-in move, like you get a Aaron Rodgers or you trade for DK Metcalf. You don't take care of your in-house talent first. I would do that first before I look at other ways to improve the team.
Yeah, of course.
That's where they mess up. At. Same
Yeah, I
thing with
agree.
the Cowboys. They haven't paid Michael Parsons yet.
Yeah, y'all just I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Like y'all just going through it. We at least playing our players. You see, we got George Kittle, Brock Purdy locked up, and Fred Warner locked up.
Yeah,
You gotta be
yeah, I
willing to
do.
spend the money. You can't just keep it locked up like that. You gotta be willing to spend it.
Yeah, but honestly, TJ, if I was you, I would request a trade.
Might as
If
well. Like I wouldn't even want to play for them right now. To I'd be petty and I'd go to like Kansas City. Just just to be petty.
that would be crazy if you go to Kansas City. But
Or Baltimore.
ooh, it would be nice to Baltimore.
And
But
they get to play them twice a year too.
they're a division rival, and I don't think they're gonna want to do that trade.
They better not do that dumb stuff. If anything, if I'm gonna send him somewhere, if I were to trade him, right, like I would trade him out of my division. So I would trade him like I go to like somewhere far, like across the country. But there's no point in me trading him in my division where I have the chance of playing him and him being disgruntled. If I send him across the country, the odds chances of him being of me playing him is small, slim.
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, that's something they should do because they've been having, I think, contract conversations since last season. So, hey, if you don't give me what I want, then send me off.
Yeah, let me go leave. Let me leave and go be great someplace else. I appreciate what you've done, but clearly we're not reaching a ami- am- ami- amicable decision where it benefits both of us.
Yeah, like, and Pittsburgh, they're not gonna win anything anytime soon. So
They're not.
he just wasting his talent.
They're in a complete total rehaul.
Yep.
They're gonna be one on both sides before you know it. That Rockets ain't what it used to be. So
Exactly. All right. We're gonna move over to Green Bay. They released Jair Alexander.
that was crazy. I didn't see. I didn't see that coming at all. I know he was injury prone for a hot minute, but that comes with the game.
Yeah. When healthy, he's one of the best corners in the league. Y'all don't have a valuable replacement on the roster, so well, I feel sorry for Green Bay. I feel sorry for that secondary.
Yeah, but that secondary has went down. Like you lose your best corner, and it's not like you had like a backup corner that was just as good, or a number two that could just easily move to the number one spot. I also saw. I don't know if you saw this, or it could have been fake news or whatever, but I saw something where Dallas had an opportunity or had an opportunity to go after Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
Oh, so that wasn't fake news. That was legit.
Uh, yeah, I saw what you were talking about. Like, I know a reporter on ESPN. He reported it. He said we was interested in it, and they did. The Cowboys they didn't shoot it down. They just said they was gonna do it, but it's kind of like the right price type deal.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Honestly, I go after Jay Alexander. Alexander, he's a couple of years younger than Jalen Ramsey, and
Yeah,
you can probably get him for cheaper.
yeah, and he's ooh that bitch ooh. So who does he replace? Do you put Duran Bland in the slot and have him come your number two receiver? Instead of I did go for your number one?
Yeah, I have Diggs and Alexander outside corners and Bland in the slot. And
So what about
you got
shit?
Sharon Rebel for depth.
Okay, yeah. That hey, that's not a bad lineup.
Yeah,
As long as he can stay healthy, that would be a heck of a lineup.
that's the thing. That's the holdup. I think that's why nobody signed him yet because they want to see how healthy he is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think Baltimore would be a good fit for him. I think the 49ers would be a good fit for him.
Yeah, I think he just needs to get out that cold weather and actually go to where he has the opportunity to like go far.
Yeah. Well, we'll see where he lands. If y'all got any names in mind, please drop them in the comments. But we're gonna move over to our last talking point, our last topic. The Houston Texans they signed Nick Chubb this week. So, what is your thoughts about that?
I was surprised. I was like, you like Joe Mixon, so what the point of you getting Nick Chubb? But I realized Nick Chubb wasn't gonna have a good career in Cleveland, no way. He did. He had a decent first half of his career, but in the grand scheme of things, we all know Cleveland ain't going to the playoffs no time soon. So at least I got an opportunity to go to the playoffs with Houston.
I
We
like
ain't
the
got to go
move.
far, but we at least the opportunity alone would make me want to go. And it's cheaper down here. Like you ain't paying no state taxes, so that's another reason why I can see somebody coming to Houston. They they got a young quarterback. They got a decent young receiving core. They got a decent defensive uh roster. I don't see why would you not want to come to Houston.
Yeah,
Houston is definitely a good landing spot, if you ask me.
yeah. I like the fit. I think he fits well with them. I think he'll complement Joe Mixon well because Joe Mixon is more like the shifty type back, receiving back, and Nick Chubb can be that enforcer, that punishing and physical runner. I
Uh
think
huh.
they'll complement each other well. They have a crowded running back room too, so I think one of those running backs they have, or maybe a couple of them, probably not gonna make the roster.
You're probably right.
Yep.
You're definitely
Um.
probably right.
Yep. So that's it for NFL. If any more news drop, we'll let y'all know. Just look out on our social medias. Continue to support us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Is there anything else you want to add, Il?
Check out every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Out about the grown folks. Great show, full of gossip and laughter.
Yep. Y'all go check out that show. That's an awesome show. But we appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Bye.